In the late 19th century, London was the largest city in the world. But in the fall of 1888, its East End became the setting for one of history's most infamous killing sprees. The first victim was 39-year-old Martha Tabram, found stabbed 39 times in a stairwell on August 7th. Though the building was full of residents, no one heard her scream. One witness claimed to hear someone yell, "Murder," but explained that such cries were common in Whitechapel. Then, on August 31st, Marianne Nichols was found with her throat slashed and abdomen mutilated in Bucks Row. She was last seen drunk and staggering east along Whitechapel Road, likely trying to earn money for a lodging bed. Constables had patrolled the area minutes before her body was found. There were no clues, no blood trail, no weapon, no witnesses. The similarities to Tabram's case were chilling. 8 days later, Annie Chapman was discovered behind 29 Hanbury Street. Her throat was severed, abdomen cut open, and intestines placed on her shoulder. Her womb had been removed. Dr. Phillips, who examined the body, believed the killer had anatomical knowledge. Witnesses saw her with a man shortly before dawn. One heard the man ask, "Will you?" to which she replied, "Yes." But timelines conflicted. Some said she died at 4:30 a.m. Others saw her alive closer to 5:30. Then came September 30th, the double event. Elizabeth Stride was found with her throat cut, but otherwise untouched. Many believed the killer was interrupted. Just 45 minutes later, Catherine Eddowes was found in Mitre Square, face mutilated, abdomen ripped open, kidney and womb removed. A piece of her apron was discovered blocks away beneath a strange chalk message: "The Jews are the men that will not be blamed for nothing." Both Stride and Eddowes had been seen with different men. One man, Israel Schwartz, witnessed someone push Stride and yell "Lipski," a racial slur. He also saw a second man nearby. Did the Ripper have an accomplice? Or were these random encounters? Eddowes had just been released from jail hours earlier for public drunkenness. A witness saw her with a sailor-type man minutes before her death. Constable Watkins, who found her, had passed through Mitre Square just 13 minutes earlier. Then, silence until November 9th. Mary Jane Kelly, the Ripper's youngest and only indoor victim, was found in her locked room at Miller's Court, mutilated beyond recognition. Her organs were scattered, her face destroyed. She had recently split with her partner, Joseph Barnett. Some say the Ripper's killings ended because he had finally killed the woman he truly wanted to. She was seen drunk that night, possibly with a client. Witnesses reported screams around 4 a.m. Others claimed to have seen her alive as late as 10 a.m. Her time of death remains uncertain. Over the course of these murders, letters began arriving. The most infamous, signed Jack the Ripper, promised to cut off a victim's ears, and Eddowes' earlobe was indeed sliced. Another package included half a human kidney. The writer claimed to have fried and eaten the rest. Most believed these letters were hoaxes, possibly by journalists looking to sell papers. Still, they helped name a legend. The suspects were many. Charles Cross, or Lechmere, who discovered Nichols' body, used a false name and walked the murder routes to work. George Hutchinson admitted to following Kelly and her client. His testimony oddly detailed. Joseph Barnett had motive and access to Kelly, and his key to her room had reportedly gone missing. Another suspect was Aaron Kosminski, a Polish-Jewish barber institutionalized after the murders. A senior officer claimed he'd been positively identified, but never prosecuted due to witness silence. However, the timelines and records around Kosminski are inconsistent. Francis Tumblety, an American doctor, was arrested for unrelated charges and fled to the U.S. He was rumored to collect female organs and expressed hatred toward women. But those rumors came from an unreliable conman. Each theory has problems. Many suspects were tall when witnesses described someone average. Some had alibis, others lacked motive. One key witness may have seen nothing at all, and even today no suspect stands out beyond reasonable doubt. The victims known as the Canonical Five, Nichols, Chapman, Stride, Eddowes, and Kelly, are believed to be the work of one killer. Martha Tabram may have been his first, but her case is disputed. Why the killing stopped is unknown. Perhaps the Ripper died, was imprisoned, or left the country. Maybe he simply changed his methods. The police interviewed hundreds, followed Feist leads, and fought public ridicule. But the Ripper remained a ghost, one who struck silently, with purpose, then disappeared. Over 130 years later, we're no closer to unmasking him. DNA evidence from a shawl allegedly belonging to Eddowes suggested a link to Kosminski, but the chain of custody is unreliable and the results inconclusive. Jack the Ripper wasn't just a murderer. He was a phantom, a myth, a fear that lived in the fog. His identity is still debated by scholars, detectives, and dreamers. The truth may never be found. In the largest city in the world, he became the smallest trace of a man, a whisper, a name, Jack the Ripper.